Roberto, how are you?
Yeah, good.
You good? Good. Just tell us about the summer so far. So much has happened since May. So many big signings, players leaving. How happy are you?
It seems I'm here from 10 years, no? And 3 months, just 3 months. Very intense 3 months. But I think we can't forget what happened last season. Is a lesson, a big lesson for us, for every one of us. But anyway, we have to go in another page and to start another season, important season. We are building, I think, a new project. And now the big challenge, without talk too much about the target, the goal of this season, the first 2 targets we have very clear in ourselves is to find the soul of the team. The first target, and the second target to improve in our organization of of football, with the ball, without the ball. Our style has to be the key of our season, like our soul. These 2 characteristics I want to find as soon as possible.
Savino, Enzo Maresca has just said here that he wanted to leave from day one. It is obviously very close here. After Savino, how many more do you want? Any more bombers?
But it's not right to speak about the players until they are not official. Just to say, I'm very happy. We have not finished yet the transfer market. Is an important part, I think, because so far we have had a great sign, great players, great behavior and great spirit, great personality. But you know better than me, in Premier League you don't win the game with the names, with the big players. There are a lot of examples in the last years in Premier League. We have to deserve to win the game, and to deserve to win the game we have to reach the height level in character, in passion, in value, and in the style of play as well.
You've also sold many players, Jed Spence and Christian Romero, your club captain. Can you tell us the new Tottenham Hotspur captain?
Yes, the new captain is Mickey van de Ven, the second Pedro Porro, the third Ben Davies, the fourth James Madison, and the fifth Archie Gray. Why 5 captains? Just because I want many captains inside of the pitch, and to be clear in the position. And every one of them they deserve to be captain or in the group of the captains. But the personality, the passion is not if you have if you are captains or you are not captains.
Thank you. Good luck tomorrow.
Anita.
Hi.
How are you?
Yeah, good.
I know you said that you don't want to talk about a player until they're officially announced, referring to Savino. From what we understand, he's been a long-standing target of the club for a while. So just how involved have you been with the transfer decisions so far this summer?
Yes, but transfer market, no, in Tottenham, in every club is not just for the coach, is not just for the sport director, is not just for the board. I think we are working very well with Johan Lange, with Vinay, with Nick, with all board involved in the transfer market. We have spoken a lot of time in this summer. because is a connection, the most important part, not in the transfer market, but in football, in a club so big like Tottenham, so important like Tottenham, is the connection between the people inside of the club. And I think we are closing the first target we have, the targets we have in our plan. And from a long time, before I came in April, we already spoken about these targets of transfer market.
Team news for tomorrow for your first game of the season. Could you talk us through which players? You mentioned Mickey van de Ven being your new captain. Will he be fitting that?
No, Mickey is not on the list tomorrow, like Pedro Porro. The other players are all inside. James Madison is inside. Domi Solanke is inside. Udoji is inside. Mateus Fernandes is inside. Pape Sarr no, because he felt pain 2 days in hamstring or abductor, I think. Nothing important, but we don't take risk with him, especially in this moment.
And just finally, you mentioned those two components that you feel are key for you, that the organisation, the style of play, the soul. Is that what would be a successful season for you? Because you've now had a full pre-season, something that managers are always crying to have with the team.
Dice il fatto di avere queste due componenti, l'anima e dare un gioco alla squadra, hai avuto una pre-season, tempo per costruire.
Yes, I think we started last season to build something about the style of play, not too much, because was not the right time to work too much in the style, in the principle of with the ball, without the ball, but we started working in the soul, and in the last 6 games with me, I think we showed that in a lot of time, even when we lost in Chelsea, and I think is the first point, most important part in football now.
Thank you. Best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Ian.
Hi Roberto.
Hi.
We've spoken a lot about transfers. It seems that the amount we have to pay for players these days has gone so high. Every player, when you want to buy a player, seems to be at least 60 or 70 or 80 million pounds. For a football man, do you think that's a bit crazy? We're going a bit crazy with how much money is being spent on players.
But I think Premier League is different league. It's different price, different competition in the transfer market. I don't know if it's right or not, but on the market, and I'm not speaking just in football, in general in the market, you can't say if it's right, fair or not. You can accept or not. And if you want to compete in Premier League now, you have to adapt. I think I heard too many times Tottenham money, but I love football from a long time, and I didn't see teams competing for the high level without spend money. Maybe if Tottenham spend money is a problem in Premier League, I don't know why, but the other teams, all other teams, they spent money in the past, also in this season. But for me, it's not a pressure, it's una considerazione, no?
Just a consideration.
You mentioned about learning from last season. If I learn from last season and maybe the season before, even maybe before that, fitness of players, keeping players available, being able to. I haven't seen Dejan Kulusevski in a Spurs shirt, I don't know, since colour television was invented, or it seems like that anyway, so long. How are you going to keep your players fit this season, which is what seemingly has not happened here for
Come fai questa stagione a tenere tutti i giocatori in forma, visto che è stato un problema?
I don't know. I think another important part of this season is the medical staff, the physical staff is new for a big part of them. Big professionals, great people, very good in their jobs. I think is important. Is important also the management of the players. When the players have some problem, we have to stay calm, to don't take risk. We have Kulusevski, we have Odobert, we have Xavi Simons injuries. Now Kudus is almost ready, and there's a big points for us. But these three players are top players for us, and we're looking forward to watch them on the pitch.
And last one, you only play one game a week this season, no Europe, so you have one game every week like Manchester United did last season. Is that your target like United last season, to finish in the top 4 or top 5?
I don't know. I hope we have not one game per week, because we have Carabao and FA Cup, and for me we are competing for 3 competitions. Yes, the first season for sure is a big advantage, because we have time to work during the week. We can improve faster than the Champions League or Europe League in the middle of the week, for sure. But I would like compete every season in the European competition, because I think Tottenham deserves to stay in that competition.
Thank you and good luck.
Ali.
Speaking about Mickey van der Ven earlier, obviously a big summer, signed a big new contract, but we haven't actually seen him yet playing any minutes, and I don't know if he's been training. I mean, what's the latest with him, with his
Mickey van der Ven non è stato capitano, ha fatto un contratto, l'unica cosa che non abbiamo ancora visto sul campo, qual è la situazione?
No, today he worked with us, with the group. Is going very well. He suffered a problem during the pre-season in Australia. I don't know the flight. I don't know, something not a big problem, but not right to work. But we have Senesi, we have Ben Davis. And we are anyway in the right condition to play the game tomorrow and to try to find the result.
Jed Spence obviously has left in the summer. What are you going to do about that right back position? Are you going to buy a new right back, or are you happy with following right?
First of all, I'm really disappointed with Jed, because I love him, and we have a great relationship. He's a very good guy. He's a very important player. But at the end, I have to respect. If he want to play 38 games, I can't give any word, any guarantee for the players, especially if we are building a big competition inside of the squad. Right back is, I think, in this moment maybe the best, maybe one of the 3 best right back in the world. In the left back we have Udogie, Robertson, and both are big level. And if you don't want to stay anymore in Tottenham, in a big club, you have to leave. Like Kuti, with Kuti, the same relationship. With then Spence, Vicario, for example. Vicario called me Thursday, not Wednesday, when he left. I'm sorry, but football is like this. I think if I spoke at the beginning of my press conference about the soul, to find the soul, every one of us, they have to stay here with the right spirit, proud to stay here, and with great ambitions, great motivation. Otherwise, it's tough. One season with me without motivation and without ambition become tough for everyone.
So do
But in this moment, I think no. We have Archie Gray. He preferred playing in the midfield position, but he can play very well also as a right back. I think we are good in. I don't want 25, 26 players. I want 21, 22 players. I think are enough, especially if these players or more players, they can adapt in more position on the pitch. And I think we have many players who can play in different positions. Gray, midfielder, right back. Gallagher, number 10 or number 8 is the same. Mickey van der Ven or Ben Davies, left back. I think we are Kudus, winger or number 10. We have a lot of solutions.
Just very quick on Kulusevski, just wanted to ask, where is he at right now? Is he training?
He's working.
Under 21s?
No, he's working not with groups, but with the group, but with the individual coach. I am observing a lot him because first of all he suffered too much, and as a human situation has been tough for him, no? And every one of us, we are close with him for this period. And then he's a different player. He's a special player. If he's fit, he's available. He's a different player, like Xavi Simons, no?
A lot of old Tottenham managers, your predecessors, would talk about having to do things differently from their rivals in terms of the transfer market, and said that the club would never spend 100 million. Pochettino used to talk about how they had to operate differently from their rivals. Do you now believe that Tottenham are able to operate at the same level as their rivals, and do you feel fortunate that you're the manager who is here to benefit from that?
I am very happy, and I think I can't speak about the other coaches. I just can say in my experience is they kept the word, they kept what they said before I came in March, the end of March, in the middle of March, and I'm very happy. But what we are doing now for the coach, for the club, for the fans, for the history of the club, for the pride of the club, and for the level of the club. I think this moment is crucial for this club, because after 2 seasons like we did, we have to change the mood, completely change it, give una scossa.
Boost.
And then I think when we have finished in this transfer market, for a long time we don't need many things, and we can work all together in the right condition, in the right direction, to build step by step something special, or any way to go to compete for the top of the table. Not maybe now, or maybe yes, I don't know. But we have the squad enough to play in every stadium in the right way, face to face. We know we have to improve, we have to become team, but I think also we have all qualities to do that.
Tom.
Roberto, obviously last season was a bit of a special situation, rescue mission which you pulled off. How much do you feel this year is going to be the real Roberto De Zerbi Tottenham?
Yes, last season was maybe the best moment in football for me, especially in the last game. No, I was very, very happy, very, very proud. But we have to go forward. We have to move on and to stay focused on this week, because sport or football every day is a different challenge. You can't keep with you the memories. The memories are good, are nice at the end of your career, when you stop yourself and you look at what you have done. But now we have to push. We have a big challenge to scalare un po' la classifica.
To go up in the table.
And you mentioned the size of your squad and having players who can play in different areas, but particularly in central midfield, you've got a lot of players for just two positions, a big and the number 10. How are you, in a season where you've got no Europe, how are you going to keep all these players happy?
Nothing. I love speaking clearly. Today is the 21st of August. I think every one of them, the players, they already know the squad. If someone of them they don't want to accept the competition inside of the pitch, inside of the dressing room, they can leave. But I try to be honest and to decide the better decision I can on the pitch to find the best first 11. But the players have to accept. Why? Because if we want to become better, if we want to compete for the top of the table, 11 players are not enough, 15 players are not enough. And if you analyze the teams, Liverpool 2 years ago, Arsenal, Chelsea or Manchester City or Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Real Madrid, the top, Juventus, Milan, the squad, there is a big competition inside of the dressing room.
And just lastly, you obviously strengthen your defence, your midfield, your attack. How much more do you want to strengthen that? Is it significantly? Do you feel like you've got enough goals in this team? And will Mikey Moore be going out on loan next week?
Quanto vuoi rafforzare l'attacco dopo che hai già rafforzato difesa e centrocampo, in modo di dare più gol, perché Mikey Moore potrebbe andare.
But now is not the right moment to speak about the last 10 days of transfer market. I think it's not finished yet. I said I'm very happy with Mikey Moore. He's working well. He's a good player. I don't know if he goes or not on loan. I think he's a big potential for the club. And we try to find the best solution for every player we have. Also for Luca Barnett or Malakai are two potential big players. Proud they come from our academy, and they have to manage them like the best we can, in the best way we can.
David.
Ciao Roberto, in bocca al lupo per la nuova stagione, prima di tutto.
Grazie.
Your marquee signing is Sandro Tonali, because you spent £100 million for him. When you spoke to him in Brescia, I guess you presented him your idea. In these first weeks of the season, what have you seen from him, and what do you think he can do in your Tottenham?
Sandro Tonali is better than I thought before to work with him. As a player and as a guy. I know his family, his agents, and I know they are all good people. I'm very happy working with him, and I think he's the right player in the right place, especially because we want to put him inside of the project He has the right qualities, the right personalities, the right value to stay in this place.
You start the season tomorrow. How close this team is to the idea of a Tottenham successful team?
On the paper, it's very close. On the pitch, we have to see and we have to work. I have already experienced enough to don't say too much. Why? Because I'm very happy for the squad. Okay, we have to finish and to complete the squad, but in this moment I'm very happy. But at the end, the answer you can receive from the pitch have to be like my dreams, my thoughts with sport director, with CEO, and with the board.
Matt?
Yeah.
When do you think you will know if this team you have now today? When will you know if it is good enough to compete for the top 5 or the top 10? Where you want to be?
Quando pensi che questa squadra potrà essere pronta per competere?
I don't know. Maybe now. Maybe I don't know. You have to see on the pitch. To be honest, everyone, we are very excited, but at the end is always the pitch. In Italian language we say that the pitch speaks, no? Il campo parla, ed è così. Because if now we start with i proclami,
With big words. Yeah.
it's not right. I think I love working with the pressure. It's not a problem of pressure, but anyway, to be honest and correct, we have to work and we have to have the answer from the pitch.
Do you expect?
Because football is a connection. Football is like a magic thing. No, you can find sometimes the magia in campo, no? The connection between the players. The idea of football, every player think like the coach, or anyway we go together forward for an idea of football. The player, when they don't start in the first 11, they push and they are the first fan of the player who are playing. We have to find, we have to create something special on the pitch and something special outside of the pitch to compete, like you said, like I want.
Can I ask one little one about Bergvall and Sarr? Do you think they are here for the? I think they are with you now, or do you expect them to go?
Bergvall e Sarr sono con te?
Yes, Bergvall 100%. We spoke a lot in pre-season. He's top player, he's top potential player, and I would like he stays here, but I think now he wants to stay, and we have no problem. For Pape started the pre-season late because he stayed in Senegal, I think. Until the first week, the first days in August. He's a good player. I don't know if he stays or not. We have to see. We have to analyze the situation. But he's another very, very, very important player.
John?
Roberto, I think you said this week that your ultimate aim was to reach the very top. That's what you always aim for. Do you see, and you said that you wanted to be guarded here, but do you see potential within the squad to challenge? for the biggest prizes, including the title.
E della potenzialità di questa squadra per arrivare lassù della potenzialità.
Yes, big potential. And at the end of the transfer market, I will be more accurate in my opinion.
Have you noticed a change? You talked about kind of changing attitude, changing atmosphere. Have you noticed that change already because of the players that you brought in? I don't know, a feeling of more strength, of optimism within the squad, within the group.
Hai già visto un cambio di atteggiamento anche per i giocatori che sono arrivati, hanno portato forza magari nel gruppo, hai già visto appunto un cambiamento di...
Yes, and for that, I have to keep the balance, because sometimes transfer market, Tonali, JP Van Eyck, we go, and then no. If we have to push, I will be the first to push, to fix the target higher we can, no, highest we can. But now is not the right moment. Now is the moment to think to Brentford, to complete the transfer market, and then to make the point and to find and follow the two targets I said: soul and style of play, and level of play, and quality of play. And then we can fix what goals, what target you want, without arrogance, but also without too much, but anyway with big ambitions, no? Because we are working in Tottenham, not in another small team.
Okay, we're running out of time, so we'll go George and then finish with Tom, please.
Roberto, you speak about the soul. I think last week it was you hired a lot of former Tottenham players, legends of the club, in for a meal. Is that kind of part of why you did that? Because you want their kind of, that they represent the soul of Tottenham, and you want them to get that into the first team?
Yes, yes, it's for that. Because I think the players, especially the foreign players, they have to understand the level of this club. No, even they finish 2 seasons in a row in the 17th position, nothing changed. The level of the club can't change because in the last 2 seasons was not great. And the legends, I think they can explain better than me or better than you as a journalist what Tottenham has been in Premier League and in Europe.
How was it for you talking to some of those guys, Glenn Hoddle and others?
Yes, I'm sorry because I didn't see Chris Waddle, because Chris Waddle was my favorite player, one of my favorite players when I was kid, and he played in Marseille. In Marseille I said like the same, like this, and Waddle was good for Kudus, for Kulusevski, for Xavi, same for Matisse, because was a great player.
Tom, to finish, please.
You say you've heard a lot about Tottenham spending. I wonder, why do you think there's so much more noise about Tottenham when they're signing big players for big money than all the other big clubs?
Come mai pensi che ci sia così tanto rumore quando il Tottenham spende così tanti
I don't know, you have to explain me. I don't know, I don't know, but for me no pressure, and it's not a problem. I don't know why the people don't love if Tottenham becomes better, no? Is a one motivation more, no, for us.
I was going to say, do you quite like it? Do you quite like it?
Last season, all other clubs, all other teams, they wanted to kill us, no? And is another part of football, no?
last season when the other teams all went to
Every week. Every week we have to remember last season.
Okay.
Last friendly game against Hoffenheim was the last time was with Everton, against Everton. You can imagine the differences between the game with Everton and the friendly game after we stay up as a pressure, as a day, no?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.